Hey everybody, and we are live. Welcome to another episode of Under Construction, where I do a lot of base building. I'm Gentleman Rhino. This is the stream, and we're in No Man's Sky. All right, so I'm here, set up on a comfy couch, not IRL, but in the game itself, just waiting out in our base, trying to figure out what to do next because it is stormy outside. Take a look at that. It is a bit of a winter storm out there. So, as usual on this planet, you can't see much when it's cold out. And when I get out here, just very quickly, blizzards up, and now the storm is clearing, so that's good. So let's take a look at what we can do here. And yeah, there we go. So let's take a look at what we built last time. We built a bit of a power plant, which is fantastic because my base has not run out of power since we built that. And I haven't had to rely on biofuel reactors, which I like. So I'm just going to take our little exocraft here. We built these power line towers, and they've got little lights on them so that I can see that they're working. Hey, big guy. And that one doesn't have one though. Or did it just not load in yet? Feel like it had one. There we go. I don't know why I sounded like a pirate there. It's not even close to talk like a pirate day. Hey bud, where you going? You're just sort of like walking on the spot? Hey. Hey buddy. Buddy, where you going? You want some food? Do I have food for you? Oh, whoa. Recently fed. Interact with animal. How you doing? Oh, gently milk? I don't even know this guy. Well, you know what? I'm going to adopt it as a companion. Because why not? A big Dolly Dowie. Or is that just his name? Buddy, you are so huge. Ah! Alright. Feeling tense. Oh no, that's not good. No egg. Let's just gently pat him. You don't have to be tense. I'm gonna give him some attention here. See how that goes. And I'm gonna move this window over here so I can better see the chat. Just in case people are feeling chatty. I did try to send out a message on Discord, but Discord was being a bit of a issue. Alright, give treat. There we go. Look at him. He's getting in the green there. Perfect. Well, I wasn't planning on making this a pets episode. Whoa, whoa. He was so big. But let's see what we can do for customized appearance, because why not? Whoa, I'm in the ground. That's lovely. Let's maybe do that over here so I don't fall into the ground. Buddy. Oh, he's going out for runs. Okay. You calm down now? Feeling great? Oh, he's really happy. Alright, customization. Cargo drum, mini packs. There's some neat stuff. No, giant solar generator, solar panel, radar dish. Kind of liked the mini packs were cool. Cargo drum was alright. I think maybe we'll start with, where was it now? Maybe those cargo packs. This guy's pretty cool. Oh, in the ground again. Or this guy. I think number 9 cargo pack. And then back Radar dish. I like the radar dish, but I think maybe the canteen. Yeah. Something simple. Alright, buddy. You do you. So this is the power station we created. I call it Rockside Power Station. Again, we kind of filled it with a bunch of stuff so that it looked lived in. So there's a lot of containers, and like I put these lights in that didn't power up so that they just look like they are being stored, and lockers, of course, and like a little work area over here. And then down these stairs, even when there's the power generators around, just more barrels with labels on them and stuff. And I always like having these wall units, but then keeping a couple pieces or a couple crates off and the shelves empty, like people are messing around and using things. A little workspace down here. But mostly this is for our generators and for our batteries. So the generators are up top, the batteries are down here. It looks like the batteries are all full. So this power station is not being used at peak efficiency. But I mean, right now I don't think we have need for any more power, so I'm going to leave it as is. I did sort of create this area up here so that we could expand, but maybe I'll just leave it like this, and you can always use that for I don't know, barbecue. Oh, hey, Mr. Beetle. He's pretty cool. Maybe we'll have to adopt him. Don't tell Dolly I said so. You'll be pissed. But yeah, for now we got our big hulking creature. And he'll probably follow us when we go over there to where our mining operation is. It's probably the next thing we need to work on. I think this base here, or sorry, the power station is essentially done. Could probably add some more to it. I haven't added anything outside, so the sort of balcony areas look a little bit unfinished or empty. And that's something that I like to fix. I usually like to put a lot of gear in places so that it looks like it's lived in and being used. But I think for now we'll just leave that because it looks good enough. One thing we could also do is add some walls in there so that, or glass walls, so that it's all enclosed, which is something that might be nice considering the fact that we have these crazy winter storms here on this planet. I feel like I should call it Planet Canada. But for now, let's fly over here. So this mining operation is undersea. You can see I have them down there. And you can feel the shaking. Yep, there we go. And then I kind of built up the storage containers on another platform. Didn't really have to do it that way. I could have probably just built it on the island, but I kind of like this platform. Maybe I'll build that out some more, make it more of a base. Here we go. Mineral extractor, capacity reach, right, so I should see what these are at. Grab this. Quick transfer. Freighter. Yeah, they look pretty good. What are they? Alright. So So I mean, I could actually probably build more of these. But I feel like, considering that the capacity is reached, that'll be probably an ongoing thing. I'm not checking in enough on these guys, and they're going to be at capacity most of the time. Yeah, so... Whoa. I think I'm in my spaceship. This is an interesting view. Or the Nomad, I should say. There we go. Alright, so what can we build out here? What do we need? I mean, I could add some other technology. Yeah, we don't need a base salvage. Maybe like a galactic trade terminal. Some refiners. Short-range teleport. That might be good. Maybe build a bit of a base here and a short-range teleporter. Maybe even build one at the power plant as well, so that I can just quickly teleport between these places. And then I guess that means I would have to build another kind of hub at the main base. It's too bad you can't have just one teleporter and then choose where you want to go. Dolly's just standing there. What's he doing? Weirdo. He's just standing around. Alright. You know what? Actually, because we are at max on these, I'm going to build a couple more. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Industry. Supply. What color did I make those? Gray and red. Maybe I'll enclose all of this. I could also make part of the space underwater, which would be cool. Whoa. Let's rotate that. Your screen says you are playing Sniper Elite. I am playing Sniper Elite. Very cool. So I did set that up, but I guess it did not work. I'm going to hazard. Hey, Prip, by the way. I'm going to hazard opening up Google Chrome. It's bright. Alright, let's go to multi-mode here. Now, things really slow down when I open up anything. I feel like there's a ton of lag now. Alright, let's try that again. Hopefully that fixed stuff. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, apparently I can't change the stream info without... how's the lag doing? It sounds like it's pretty bad. Oh. Oh dear. Well, so good news is I got myself a little stream deck to alleviate some of the issues that I've been having with button presses and shortcut keys and shortcuts actually triggering while I'm in other programs. Apparently, I was streaming for 4.5 minutes of just random stuff yesterday because Streamlabs was open and I used a shortcut key in Windows, in another window I should say, not in Windows. But now I can't seem to get back to... Here we are. Alright. Crisis averted? Hey, thanks! I like my hat too, Dr. Dr. How's it going? How are things? Alright, so here we are. I'm back in my base. Whoa. That is big and in the way, and that's what I wanted to put down, so there we go. Alright. So, slowly but surely, I am solving a lot of these streaming issues, but the big one is still going to be a ways off, and that is I just need something a little bit more powerful than the old iMac that I have. It can't seem to handle multiple things at once, and as I've been doing research, I have heard a lot of streamers who stream with stuff that requires a lot of processing. So, for instance, some of the role-playing game streamers that I follow use multiple machines. So they have one machine for all their actual game, and then another one to do all the streaming stuff. So I did notice in the first episode of It Takes Tuesdays that I was playing with Tamargar that I was getting a lot of lag trying to have Zoom open at the same time as the rest of my streaming stuff. So that is something that eventually will need to be fixed, but I think it's going to be a little while before prices in computer parts come down enough for me to want to buy one. I mean, the alternate is that I just get a pre-made machine. Where is my mind? The Pixels? That's not an owl. On a wave of mutilation. Very good. Yes. All right. And last one. I am a big Pixies fan, and I was sent this hat straight from a show, I believe, in California. I was very happy to receive it. I did get to see them on the reunion tour, but I've yet to actually see another show since then. But then again, we also have COVID time, so that plays into things. Alright, so what are we going to do with this crazy platform of little thingamajiggers? Actually, I could. I'm going to delete this one. Oh, it wasn't even connected yet. Forgot to connect these guys. Alright, so they're all connected now. The reason I deleted this one is, again, realism build. Somebody likes the number 6. Yeah, I don't know why they don't number separately. Nope, they are all number 6. Supply depot number 6. Alright, so let's go back over to structures, and I'm going to build onto this. I'm going to go to metal instead of just concrete. The base is concrete, but I think I'll use metal for the rest of this. Metal! And I'm going to build essentially a little sort of like front office area. Alright, so we would come in, there's going to be a little bit of an office area, and then I can build walls. I'll build the outside walls first, and then build like a little officey area. I want some windows. We already have that one window. Always add more later. So this is just to enclose these guys. Not really necessary, but I mean, take it to look better. I'll probably have to build something underneath as well. Actually, either more scaffolding or building. Who's running around? Oh, it's one of those beetle things. Two of them. This is your Friday night family movie. All right. I'll try to be more entertaining then. So we were talking about some of the people. Oh no, blizzard! Aye! All right, what are we gonna do? Am I gonna quickly finish this before the weather storm comes in, weather front, or am I not gonna be able to finish this? I'm gonna go with bets are on not gonna be able to finish this in time. They don't give you a lot of warning for weather. All right, and these are probably gonna need 3 floors. So, what happens if I have 2 walls and a roof? Does that work? Yeah. Oddly enough, it does. All right. So yeah, we had Stuart. What else do we have? Stuart had the good chair. And Morgan was working at the, is it Morgan? I cannot remember any of these names. I came up with these names and now I can't remember them. Who were they again? I'm going to look this up. No, I can't look this up. I can't open any windows. Am I crazy? Maybe I can use my phone. But I think it was Morgan and Stuart and Tracy? It was Tracy. Yeah, it was Tracy, eh? She had the little graffiti on her desk. They were working at the little place. So someone's going to have to work out here. Someone's going to have to manage all this stuff. And I think we'll probably give them a little office in here. They at least have a nice little beach view. Although it's a very cold beach. The water's pretty cold. How cold is it anyways? Give me some deets. Oh, okay. Only minus 100 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that lake is made of then if it's still liquid. It's clearly not water. 19 degrees over here. Jeez. That's probably just because I'm indoors. Oh, come on, weather. I bet you this wouldn't be a problem if we were underwater. So let's go. Oh, it's still a problem. Oh, you don't want to sleep down here, that's for sure. That is annoying and loud. So maybe an underwater base is not a good idea. I need a wiki page for these guys. Yeah, I was thinking about something along those lines. I know you can make some of your base stuff public. You can put in coordinates for people to come visit. So it's possible to actually leave messages as well. And at one point I was thinking, oh, it'd be neat to leave URLs to wiki pages or article numbers, something along those lines, like hide some story elements. Before I started streaming, actually, we had built, although I've lost it now, but I had built a base, an abandoned base on a very dry planet, and had thought about, oh, I could add a bunch of story elements and make it so that you have to walk around and find numbers and put those into a wiki, and that would get you the articles that would tell you a little bit about the base and what happened there. You know me, I'm all about story in games and explorative story. Alright, so this just looks like a giant metal container, like some kind of Amazon depot. Alright, so we got our one entrance. And now we can put a giant roof on that as well. Can I even get stairs in here now? Probably not. Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh yeah, that would work well. Maybe I'll have to get rid of another one of these, or another few. Or I just get rid of this guy. And just make this a completely utilitarian production here. Why am I not have words good? Slanted roof. Can I get a flat roof on there? Can I get a flat roof on this one? Yeah. So what if I go? I get a ladder up to that, or staircase? Probably not. Again. No. Have to get rid of one more supply depot just to get a little thing up there. Not worth it. I might not even make an office here. I might just make it basically invalid position. Oh, maybe because that's not a roof section. Maybe it'll let me put, yeah. So it's going to be all these detailed roofs, which is fine. It'll just have a very patterned roof. So this box is probably the least interesting building that I've made in No Man's Sky. I'm going to try to spruce it up a little bit with some interior elements. So I'm going to go back to concrete and use the sort of scaffoldy parts, the arches, do those up in red. As if they are supports. I'll worry about the underwater part, the underside, later. So I'm going to do both of these as well. Might go all the way across, but for now I'll just do the two sides. I doubt I would ever really come in here, but again, we want to make it look like if you worked here, you totally could walk around, even if there's a bunch of pipes. Morgan is working at in the garage. Tracy and Stuart have an office there. We need to get somebody working over here. But I'm going to probably have to give them a different... Oh, that might be interesting. Yeah. Oh wait, you know what? I got a better idea. I am going to use those, but I'm going to use them at the top of the lowest level. The lower level here. So that I can add a couple additional supports at the top. So do the two end ones. And then back here. See, normally those legs would just sort of kind of float, but if I put something underneath them like that, then they fit better, and it doesn't look like I'm... like this would be quite tight if there was another piece here, so that works well. Alright. Then, our favorite part, decoration. So let's grab some pieces here from the interior. Now it's going to be a little bit more difficult because these metal walls, unlike concrete, they're not flat. So got to make sure that stuff sticks on properly. And again, just playing with scale. Make sure things fit and seem not too much the same constantly. Little desk here. I'm really happy that they changed the volume of the sounds on all these things, because this computer in particular was so loud before it drove me crazy. I couldn't put it in any of my bases. It just sounded really loud. Maybe whoever works here at this desk, let's say who's gonna work here? Annabelle. I think Annabelle works here. She has a job in mining. She is our miner, and this is sort of her station. And maybe her computer was extremely loud before and she couldn't handle it, so she sent a complaint to head office and said, I need a new machine. And they got her one finally. Maybe Clive works at the office, head office, and was like, she just wants a new computer. We'll send her a quieter one with a quieter fan, but it's huge. We can't afford to get her a nice designy computer. Yeah, she has a nice window seat. It's right by the portal door, but that's okay. She's probably works here alone. Maybe there is somebody else. Don't know yet, but she can probably man this. It seems to be pretty automated. Let's see how long it actually takes to fill up. Okay, so that's 21 hours. Full day. That's not bad, considering that I'm barely here. So now I can add this here. Come on, it's black, and then I will change the scale. Maybe move it over here and rotate it. That looks pretty good. And then we gotta add our usual boxes and stuff. Maybe we should keep some of her supplies in here. maybe Annabelle still likes to use traditional pencils and paper, so she has like a little set of pencils and paper in her drawer here. We'll give her a light as well. Put it on this side so it doesn't obscure too much of the view. Nice warm glow. Probably also put some stuff up on these guys. Let's go back to interior. Grab one of those wall-mounted screens. Where are they? Grab one of these green ones. That there. Put them there too. That would be neat. All right, so I'm gonna delete that one because I'm gonna try to line these up, and I can put this one a bit higher up, and it looks pretty good. So if I get in here to align that, although it is really close to that one, so let's maybe go here. Cannot build in valid position. What am I doing wrong? Lower? There we go. And then this one right next to it. Alright, that looks good. So what I'm going to do here is, since we don't really need to completely fill out the space, I will never move in beyond this little area at the front, I don't think. And to be perfectly honest, we just need it to look good sort of from the outside here, and then when we get inside, we'd probably stop at the supply depot here, grab all our stuff, and just walk away. So the fact that there's all this space back there, I'm going to put in a few things peeking out so that it looks like there's a bunch of stuff, but I'm not going to do a lot of detail work at the back because it's sort of out of sight, out of mind, and you can basically get away with hinting at stuff, hinting that there's more there. I don't know if either of you saw Ange. Yeah. You want me to call her Ange? So I don't know if you guys saw the recent sort of news feed. I don't know, this isn't really news, it's just pop culture stuff, but someone had drawn out a map of Seinfeld's apartment and where the door was and how the hallway looked when the door was open, and the hallway would basically go right through his kitchen. Because it's a fake space, it's not real, so they didn't actually have a hallway. They hinted at there being a hallway, but it was just a place for people to come into the apartment. So anybody who came into his apartment was just waiting in this box that to us seemed like a hallway, but wasn't. It was faked, right? It's a TV show, it was a set. But when you watch Seinfeld and you see people entering Seinfeld's apartment, your brain sort of fills in that space. We know what an apartment and an apartment hallway looks like, so we just assume that that's what's there. But it's all smoke and mirrors. Alright, so I just need to put some more stuff around. So I'm going to put this guy... Come on, get on the floor. What are you doing? There we go. Put this guy here. Oh, come on. There we go. So what I'm doing is I'm just adding stuff so that if I'm standing over here, which is most likely where I'll be, near this door, and I look in, I can see some stuff sort of peeking around the corners to just make it look like there's more here than just these rows of extractors or storage depots. So I'm going to make this guy bright yellow. I'll put another one back here. And I'll make this one sort of this teal. And I'll put some decals on them. So let's fly in the face of tradition, and this won't be number 6, it'll be number 89. This one will just have a symbol on it. I'll just make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Now you can see another thing is they're getting lost because there's no light in here. So another thing that we can do is we can add light. That'll require some power, so maybe I'll do that at the end. Now I'll just keep adding our usual set of lockers and boxes. A locker is something that Ange could use. Maybe she puts her locker over here. I'm going to add a second one because we said there might be a coworker for Ange. So a couple lockers. And maybe a counter space. Right there. Ponage Queen, how's it going? Is it morning for you or is it evening? It is definitely evening here. Just building some stuff out in No Man's Sky. This is sort of a realism build where I try to make things look real and lived in, and also detail out some of the lives of the in absentia crew that would normally be working here. Look, so Ange already left some dirt she hasn't cleaned up. She doesn't sweep in here. Maybe the filter on her what are these, the sort of portal door isn't attuned properly, so it lets small particles of sand or snow in, and they start to accumulate. Or maybe it's like salt from the water. Maybe the water has a high saline content, and that's why it doesn't freeze at minus 100 Celsius. 8:44 a.m. You live in the Philippines. Oh, okay, cool. So you're just getting your day started. That's awesome. All right. So I'm just starting to add some stuff in here to make it look lived in, and I'm going to do some lights as well, using some sort of tricks of the sort of environment design in video games, and also themed entertainment, where you can hint at there being more to a space than is actually there. And again, to make this look lived in, we just add a bunch of stuff on things so that there's not just this empty counter, but there's a counter with a bit of a briefcase or container. Maybe this thing, which is an industrial bench. Am I supposed to be sitting on that? Is that the kind of bench that is? I always thought it was like some kind of tool. I wonder if I can even sit on this thing. Oh. Rotate that. That's a terrible rotate. I'm going to just put one of these down and see if I can sit on it, because if I can, that is news to me. I've literally been putting this thing on tables thinking it was some kind of device. Well, I can't sit on it, but it is called a bench. But maybe it's like a workbench. Don't know. Don't know, don't care. I'm going to put it up here as if it is some kind of measuring device or devicey device, which is a technical term. That looks good. Already did your laundry, had coffee, and worked out since 6:30. That is the first 2 hours of your day. That is amazing. That is a really good start to a day. So congrats. You have props for me for having such a productive morning. You should probably feel pretty good. I know that when I have a productive morning, I'm always like, yeah, I've already tackled the biggest part of my day, and now I'm going to do more. Prip, how was your day? What did you get up to? So now I'm just adding things in again. It creates some clutter and some visual interest. Time for our good friends boxes. Relaxing, having breakfast while watching streams. Yeah. I did this thing last year where on Saturdays I tried to revive the old tradition of Saturday morning cartoons. Back when I was eating cereal, I would grab myself a bowl of cereal on a Saturday morning, and I would watch some shows, some animated shows on Netflix, or play some video games, and just made the first part. Gave myself the permission to just make the first part of any Saturday be super lazy. And I know that sounds crazy, because people have weekends and stuff, but at the time I was pretty busy, so I was working weekends as well. But I gave myself that. Yeah, that was fun. It was good. I got caught up on several seasons of Archer that way. All right, so now you can see I'm just literally throwing some boxes in there, so that if I'm standing at the one spot where I'm stuck, I'm stuck in my own base. This is really the only place that we're going to stand, and I'm just throwing in some stuff. I can't even see the ones I put out there. That was probably a bad spot. See, I put that out there. I can see that blue barrel with the sticker on it, but I never see that box I put out there. It's just completely out of view. So there was no point in putting this here, because it's basically invisible from the one place where we will be standing. So a better place to put that would be somewhere down here. Come on. Probably right there. And now, no, I'm stuck again. Now when I look down here, I can see that box. Yep. So I think we need something in the foreground here, and then I think we can basically call it for the inside. I don't want to spend too much time here because it is something that seems like it's not going to be seen very often, so I shouldn't waste too much time. But I will do some light stuff. Add some lights. This planet has way too many blizzards. This is too much. I can't go outside again because it's so cold. Again, feels like Canada. Whoa. Oh, I can see inside the box. And it's empty. Alright, let's put this empty box. Can we put it down here? Yes. Put that there. Maybe a couple of these other smaller boxes. Here. This guy against here. And then a couple of these guys. Change up their colors. Actually cover that pipe, which would be nice. Alright, so now there just seems to be a lot of stuff. It's cluttered. Looks good. Power. We need to get power out here. So we have power that runs to the mining operation, so maybe we can just pull from there and then put some power up here. So I'm going to add a light. Where's my lights? I gotta tell you right now, you guys can't smell it, but there's some delicious stuff cooking on the stove, and it's making my mouth water. I can smell it. So good. It's a curry chicken. What was I doing? I'll turn around because of the curry chicken. Alright, so let's grab, what light are we gonna do here? Red. Yellow. I think maybe I'll do red lights again. No, I'm going to do violet. So I'm going to do one up here. So I placed too much there. Or on the ceiling. Maybe that's too close. Let's do it back here. And yeah, you know what? I'm going to go for ceiling lights. So I'll just put that guy there first. And then grab wires and then brave this frigid temperature. And go down to here. That should work. Ugh, storm. Yep. Alright. So now you can see how light is going to add a bit of a dimension here. Everything sort of looks samey. There's no real depth in what we're looking at because it's just all the same value, the same light value. I mean, yes, we have these highlights on these machines, which actually look pretty cool in tone and because they look neat. But that's one of the reasons that I want to add violet or warm lights, warm-ish lights, but also dim lights. I don't want to add too much brightness in here, but like down there, if I can add a light, it'll just add a little bit of dimension to the space because it'll highlight the depth of it. So I'm going to go down here. I'll start on this side, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the lights facing away from the door so you don't see the light itself. Come on. Literally all I can see is the light itself. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to put it here. Rotate that. And there. And then grab a wire. I'm going to get stuck on so many things. Oh, I did. Attach that. So now if I turn around and get unstuck. There. So now you can see how different that looks. You can see that there's like a bit of a glow. And because the light is not facing me, it's not like these lights where it's just super bright in your face. It's just like a warm glow at the back. And I really like how it's hitting those storage towers. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Put a little bit closer. Again, so that it changes the depth. And I'm not going to put it in the same spot. I think this time I'm actually going to put it... on this guy. And now, when I turn around, there's a nice glow there too. Oh, if I go outside, it doesn't help. Yeah, look at that. I like how it's catching the girders there. And even down here, it adds a nice glow. It's on that machine. And you can experiment with colors as well. Like, if this is the space that I'm looking at stuff from. I mean, this is the same sort of tricks that people use on set for filming. They like sculpt the lighting of the scene. So like very often when you see behind the scenes footage from films and TV shows, they've got some pretty crazy lights set up just out of shot of the camera. So I'm going to use a different color here and wire that up. Maybe I can just attach that to the sky. Yeah, see now it's adding that glow, like a green glow. But it's just hitting sort of the edges of the objects nearby. And I never really see the light source itself. So it's just a nice glow. Alright, so we got that guy down. Angie's chair, the dirt pile she hasn't cleaned up, her locker. If we go outside, it's still just this box. So I think maybe need to add some stuff around to make it more interesting. One thing I'll do is, just for visual interest, is I'm going to give it, because someone really liked the number 6. How big can this go? That's it. That's as big as it gets. So I'm gonna put a 60. Oh, I'm gonna scale up every number individually. All right, so I'm gonna scale up the numbers here. I'm gonna call this our mining operation 606. I could call it 666, but I think 2 sixes is enough. I'm a big fan of giant numbers on the sides of buildings, don't ask me why. I'm also a big fan of cargo containers, and so, stop mumbling. This is hard to do with that base going, or with the miners going. Come on, come on. Oh, just there. That's good enough. Is it good? Yeah, it's good. 606. So I think we need to add some kind of landing site, basically, or like a command site here as well. And if I look at this base from here, I don't know if these legs are cutting it anymore. It doesn't look super realistic. It looks almost too flimsy. I think what I need to do here, decoration, structures, basic, concrete arch, it's red. Go to my delete. So I'm going to delete these half arches out here. Go back to my full arch and just build out support. Where's my there we go, for the entire thing, so that it is fully supported. I don't want to build solid. I could just build walls and then it would look like it's solid underneath, but I'm never going to build out anything on the interior because these aren't underwater bases. I find that the non-underwater bases look actually, it's not even a look, it sounds weird because they have the splish splash où est la piscine sounds from being near water, which the underwater base tiles don't seem to have, or parts. But the underwater tile parts or underwater base parts don't match very well with this stuff. So I think this is already, maybe I don't need these at once. I'll use half ones there, I think. Thankfully I don't have an air gauge. I just have endless air. Oh, I missed that up. Missed it up. You clipped the SHIT out of BC Coast Soundings. Interesting. Did you get a lot done? Where you're like, oh yeah, I got a bunch done and it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. Maybe I'll just leave it like that for now. Oh, I know what I can do. I can extend these pieces down here and then it'll look super sturdy. Yeah. See, now that's starting to look more like the support that this place would need with all those supply depots in it. What did I just do? Oh no, it is there. I kind of like the idea that they proposed this is the site for the supply depots without actually being on the planet. So they planned for it. Oh, and then he falls right in the water again. And didn't realize that that was actually not land. So they had to build this support structure over the water because the plans called for the supply depots to be right here because they only have a certain amount of length of piping. So they had to like ship out additional supports. I don't know. I like stories with a lot of weird red tape stuff in them. I don't know why. There is something I want to try before we continue. I don't know if this is going to work. Probably not. Can I create a walkway? No, I think those things are too close to the edge. Living on the edge. Is that the big one? Is that the little one? The little one? Yeah, won't fit. Okay. No, we're good. Otherwise, that would have been more of a rebuild. Alright, let's see where we're at. Okay, slowly getting there. Alright, so now that we have this thing, how do we support it? Build a little office base? Talk to your hand afterwards. Yeah, you're the best. Good job clipping the shit out of those BC soundings. You're awesome. People know this is an ongoing gag that Prip and I have had since high school, watching tennis on television. For some reason, we just noticed at one point that tennis pros, when they get a good serve, they go yeah, but it just looks like they're congratulating their hand. Maybe I should do that so that you can see it on camera. They get a point, and then they don't talk to the racket. They don't go yeah to the racket. They go yeah. You're the best at holding that racket. That's my joke. That's what we did. So we used to talk about congratulating your hand for holding a racket in tennis really well. Although I'm being reductionist of what it takes to be a pro tennis player, because I know I'm not going to be one. But it's reductionist humor. It's meant to be a joke. All right, what are we doing with Station 606 here? Maybe a tower. We could do a landing pad. We could have a second landing pad out here. Fly the ship over here and land. I don't want to make another doorway in that thing. I kind of feel like this box needs to just be a box with a little room at the front. I could add more mining thingamajiggers. That is a technical term for these things. What are they even called? Mineral extractors. There you go. I knew that. I knew that's what they were called. We could add more of those. Speed up this process. But I feel like we've cleared up enough space there. I could do that at any time. I think now is what would be more interesting is building out some kind of base up here. And I mean, we're not that far from our base. I feel like we'd probably just take the Nomad over here if we needed to. But we do have to take the hovercraft one because we are on an island. I could actually build a bridge. That'd be something. But where would it go? Just right over to there. No, I think we'll just keep using the hovercraft for now. Maybe build, let's take a look at what we could build. Don't need a power station. That teleporter. We did talk about the teleporter. So maybe we build Ange a little place to live, sleep. Maybe she sleeps separate from them. Or maybe she just goes back to the main base. It kind of feels like it'd be kind of sad living out here on your own. Oh, I know. I know. Ange, she's clever. She's smart. She knows how to get stuff done. Ange doesn't live out here, but she works out here all the time. So she has built herself a little wooden cabin. So she's going to have a little wooden cabin out here, away from the base, so that she can just spend some time, you know, on her own. I'm going to build it, oh yeah, that's going to be good. I'm going to build it off the edge here so it's got like a balcony. Let's see what this edge is like. It's pretty large. Alright, so I'm going to build it here. Rotate that. Let's back a bit so it gets a bit higher. There we go. Oh. So I'm not going to make it too big. She built it herself. Yeah, and then I'll just same piece, the half arch, and rotate that. Oh, perfect. Can I get it? Oh, not perfect. What if I skip that and just do two there and there? Yeah. All right. You know what? I'm going to do something a little interesting here. So I'm going to use these small wood walls. Like so. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to create a house with a little bit of a height change. So there's two elevations that we start with, so I'll put this here. And then the other thing is going to make this a half balcony. So what I'll do is get the... Maybe you come in. Is this where you're going to come in? Or do you come in on that side? Probably over here. Otherwise there's nothing really of interest on that side. So what I'll do is... half wall. Stop doing that. And then the short bit, so that is the same height. Alright, so we've got this short bit, the short wall long, and then we have the short wall up here. So now when I add a wall on this side, yeah, see, it fits. So I'm going to put one with a window on that side, and I think this one will be no window. Ooh, or this This one is the garage door. Let's see what that looks like. That's pretty cool. And then add staircase to that. Oops. So that's how we get in. And then I don't want to put all windows. I want to have windows and walls mixed so that there's walls to put stuff on. And so I need a stairwell. Is this going to work? This might be... No, it's not going to work. Not like that. That's odd. I thought that you could climb up these. That's no good. A ramp? It's a roof, but I use it as a ramp. I fell in the water. I feel like anything that we build is gonna pop out. Well, I guess what that means is, you know what? This is actually going to be better. So I'm going to remove this split level idea. And what I'm going to do is just make it flat. But I like this raised element because now what I can do is put the supports further in. So where is this guy? So there. Rotate that. Come on, rotate. Make sure not to fall in the water this time. Rotate. That'll probably look a lot better. Yeah, and then I can do the same thing here. And now we have our suspended deck. Man, Ange is really good at building log cabin. Whoa! I'm going to take that back. She messed up that one. Jeez. Alright. Oh, yep. There we go. Alright. Which then also allows me to use the low wall as railing, but I think I'm still going to add a half wall. So it's not going to be a full piece balcony. Oh, you know what though? Maybe it will be on that side. That'll be fun. Yeah, so we don't have our whatchamacallit. We don't have our split elevation, but we have this guy now. And you know what? I believe that needs to be a window too. Because you want those lake views. So I think... It's too bad they don't have one with just a smaller window. I think this one needs to not... Okay. I think this one needs to be not a window. Although what I could also do is add a second door. How does that look? not bad. If I get the stair piece to cooperate. No, I don't know what just happened, but that's not what I wanted. What did just happen? Interesting. Alright. Stairs. Oh, I see what you did. That's what we want. Now can I add this piece back in? Yes. Perfect. Short piece here. And here. Oh, that's a long piece there. Now what do we do for ceiling? I think maybe if I do these corner ones, it'll have kind of like a loft ceiling feel. And then can I do something with rotate? Oh yeah. Rotate? Rotate? That probably won't work there because it's not. It's not in the right. It's not at the junction point. So I would have to go that. And I'm outside again. Which is fine. And then just to seal this up in here. Oh, can't. What would it look like? What would it look like if only part of this was covered? So it's like a partially covered balcony. Yeah, that's kind of neat. And now can I get a support on there? Only like that, eh? Unless I get rid of this guy and this guy. Maybe Ange is living dangerously. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to extend... Oh. I'm adding the roof back in, but I'm using one of the floor pieces. Ooh, with the skylight? No. This piece. There we go. So the whole thing is covered. Should be able to fit in those long, low walls. That's the short one. There we go. There we go. So these end pieces are a bit precarious, but Ange will have to just be diligent not to fall off her own balcony. Alright. I'm gonna have to bring some power to it. Now we have a bit of a wood cabin. And I think we need to have a stove. It is, of course, freezing outside, so I'm gonna go over to decoration, adornments, and this pipe in black. Where's the halfway point here? Probably around there. Oh, too far. Oh, too far again. Just right. So stack 3 of those on top of each other. And see if I can... Oh, I can totally do that. But I need to start on the inside so I get the position right. So if we do that... And what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to use some of the indoor furniture. That's not going to work. Was it red before? Did I miss that? Well, at the very least, I can now see where it needs to go. Although it probably won't let me build it there now. That's too bad. Wonder if I can't scale those up. Okay. What I'll do is I'll just fake it. So I'm going to go at this corner here, which might actually look a little bit better, but also gives me a reference point for inside. And then just do that. And then I will use something from the interior. Yeah, no, not that. Where's that cylinder? Oh, I passed it. Went the wrong way. Hey everyone, how's it going? Just doing a little check of the chat. Everyone doing all right? Having a good... what is today? Friday. Oh, it's Friday. Everything seems like a blur. I can't tell you what day it is anymore. So this piece, I wish I could get that there. But I can't. Can't clip it in. I can make it smaller though. So maybe it's like a thin piece of pipe. It's also going to be orange, so maybe what I'll do... Smashed. Are you really smashed? That's crazy. Yeah. That works. Alright, so make that black as well. So that then makes it look like it is a futuristic not very well centered. Whoop. Let's try that again. So what I'm basically trying to do is make it something here that connects with the pipe on the roof. And it's a little difficult to position. So I want it to be connected. Oh, come on. This It's not the easiest to move around. I want it to be connected so that... Alright, it's not straight. No, it's not on very well either. I can do better. I can do better. I can do it. I know I can. I believe in myself. There. Yes. Alright. And it sticks out. That's fine. So the idea is that there's that piece, and then when I go outside I can see the rest of it. So even from a distance here, there's like a big smokestack. Box on the bottom, pipe on top? Yeah, you know what? That might look good. Let's try it. Let's try it. I know, but I will actually purposefully have it go out into the room now, because otherwise it's kind of like blocking the door. Or can I? No, I won't let me get into the ground. It allows some clipping, but not a lot, like that. Which is why I'm a little worried about getting it the right size.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Oh, that worked. That worked so well. That was a great tip, Prip. Yeah, look at that. Not straight. Alright, let's try that again. But it's super close. Like... Oh, I can see the outline of where it wants to go, so... Maybe if I just do that... Yeah, that looks good. I like how there's this giant bay door open, but is that causing any loss of heat? Nah, not at all. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, eventually we're going to get power here, so I'm going to put a red light. Where's my lights? I'm going to put a red light here. Cannot build too close. Oh, I'm standing too close to it. Like there's some kind of safety precaution. I'm actually going to build two. Maybe. I wonder what happens if I do a yellow and a red light next to each other. Try that. Alright. Or, even better, I'll use the same technique. I'm kind of hiding the light behind the object. Actually, maybe just like this. So from here, there'll be like a red glow behind that furnace thing. Right, so I feel like this is going to be a pretty sparsely decorated cabin. I'll have a little bit of a kitchenette, probably right by that window. And that's for Ange, because she comes here to cook. Maybe she does like to be alone, so she does come out here often instead of sleeping back at the headquarters. What? Why did I make that green? I was trying to make that orange. Or wood-ish.
Storm clearing.
Oh, the storm's clearing. Storm clearing. Another storm. It's clearing too. Yeah, so I was thinking about putting a nice porch on it, and then I realized it's terrible weather here. This is not a great place to be sitting on a porch. I guess maybe if you had a hot chocolate and a nice warm jacket, which I guess they would have. They knew what they were getting into when they came here, when Clive at HQ sent them here. So... And then maybe some kind of refrigerator over here. This thing, I'll make it bigger. And then next to that, what are we going to do? Like a green bin. Which of course should be green. And then there's going to have to be some seating, and there's going to have to be, let's go to wood here. Seating, and there's definitely going to have to be a bed. Ange does spend nights here, I think. Where are we going to put this bed? I think maybe here? I think what I might do is go back to structures and add one of those half walls or one of these guys. Where's this? There. And then a half wall or a half arch. If I add the half, no, it's going to be too much. So either a half arch or a half wall. I think a half wall looks good. It's a little tight squeeze there, but maybe I don't need it. Maybe the half arch will do. Yeah. Just something to sort of delineate that doorway space from this bed space. And I think actually Angela likes sitting outdoors. She has the window there, but I think she's gonna have her couch out here. Yeah, like a wood stove. I just got that message, but yeah, I was picking up what you were putting down, which was make it look like a wood stove. Just drop my water. All right, so I think she's gonna have a nice, comfy couch out here. Is that still wood? Yeah. And then I fall into the water. It's just the hazards of planetary construction. And I fall in the water again. And now I'm freezing. Alright, so we have a little couch there that is clipping right through the window. Perfect, just how we love it. Alright, I'm gonna fix that. It was all lined up and everything. And then I had to go and clip through the window. Right, so it's clipping the wall, which is fine. But it's not clipping through the window. Much better. And then add one of these guys here. A bit smaller. So she has a little table. Cool. And I think one of the things that I want to do to sort of keep the heat out, I'll see if I can do this. Where are they? Oh, they're under interior. Take that one in green, or orange, or red, orange. So I believe I'm side. Oh, that's crazy. Why wouldn't they make the... So the addition point is like halfway up. I don't want to do that. I want to add it. So it's kind of like hanging down. I could do it back there. I wonder if I can add it like the rapes. It'd actually be something you'd want to have by your bedroom. Of course, there's going to be big lights on there, but we do need some light in here, so that's not terrible. So they're up there. Put one on this side. That's nice. Maybe she has another desk in here. Let's grab one of these tables. She puts it back here. She doesn't really use that corner. Or maybe I can put some kind of wall unit in that corner. And then the desk. And then a chair. So again, I'm just trying to put in some stuff in here that would make it look like somebody who built themselves a cabin on on the shores of an alien lake, would have the things that they actually use. Now, being an outpost, you probably wouldn't. You would be okay with having your bed be in your office. It's essentially a one-room cabin. So, and then I'll use this blue guy here. Scale that down a bit. Rotate. She has a computer. Go back to our handy dandy cylinder. I should have gone the other way. Scale that down all the way. So she's got herself like a mug. I will actually put, remember we talked about repetition? Put another one out here. Maybe two. Rotate that one. Did it rotate that one? And then the other thing we could put on this desk, just clutter it up a little bit with things. I wonder how our pet is doing. He kind of stayed over at that power plant, didn't he? Dwally Dolly. And what else can we put here? Maybe she has one of those fancy new outdoor television sets. How do I get that? There. That's not facing the right direction at all. So I have a little bit less options for where to face this. So I'm just going to shrink it. leave it in this corner. Maybe it's like a little bit in the stowed position. Oh yeah, and then this guy, could add that to the desk. Also really tiny as like a office accessories bin. Should probably get some power set up for this place now that it's night and see what it looks like. So let's go over to tech, power, and do a wall switch. I think this one I'm actually going to make a, gonna make it a button. Or where's the wall switch? Now that we actually have another door to come in. Alright, so we have the light back here somewhere, don't we? Yeah, there we go. This will go to our light, and then from our light to our switch, and from our switch to our door. And now if I flip that switch, I can open the door. I don't know why they made the power flow green when closed, but I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe closed is the more natural choice for that. Alright, so now we can add other stuff. I'm going to add some more light. Kitchen light here built into this piece, so I'll make it the same color. Didn't work at all. Some of these objects don't take the color the same way that some of them do, so it's a little bit awkward to try to get that to work. Oh, and I can't. Oh, there we go. And then out here, maybe we'll just put a little bit of a lamp. Well, I mean, that table provides light. And our ridiculous headlamp. So once again, boxes. Maybe a little bit neater this time, because Ange takes care of her cabin, but she's bought some supplies out here to make sure that she has enough. Oh, I know what else. I know what else. This is a place that she likes to come to, and she wants to make it look nice, so she's gonna have, that's too big, but she's gonna have some plants. That one. Not one on top of the stove. She's got a little mobile one out here. And then a couple of wall planters. need this guy. Maybe in the kitchen. Maybe she's growing some. Let's look for some spices or some veggies. Yeah. All right. So now we have our little secluded cabin. Oh, that's pretty good. Maybe last piece here. It's going on 2 hours. Wow. I think I'm gonna have to break soon to eat. But let's just add one last bit here. Those wall flags again. So these are pretty barren. So if I go red, no, orange. What am I doing? Purple? Maybe purple. It's like, no, I'm not so sure I like the way that looks. Maybe I'll just do one. Oh, I know. Cover this thing. No, won't. I'll just do one there. And then, I didn't think of this before, but we can add some elements to the outside. I know it's a wood cabin, but it already looks a little bit sci-fi, so if we just add a couple like metal components. Where's that vent? That would be good. And then we also had some boxes on it. I know I said I'm going to quit. Ah, I think I'm done. Yeah, and then I just keep going. That's what this game does to me. Alright, so that there. Don't anything on this side. We have the window. It's really just this wide open space here that was bothering me a bit. You got a flag there now, so let's add a few more things over here. Like so. And then a couple of outside boxes, the bigger ones. That is way too big. Oh, it's floating, that's why. So this is the stuff that Ange brought over, but couldn't fit in, or she just got it, it's new, and she's still unpacking it. There we go. We got a little cabin on the island. I'm going to take our little guy out here, Nomad out, and we get a better view. So there's a lovely cabin. So dive in here, and there's our storage facility 606. The light. Around the island. Ange probably had some pretty good privileges. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks good. Little cliffside cabin, the stovepipe. You can see the monitor stuff with the plant stuff inside. Yeah, I think that looks fantastic. Yeah, so I was just going to say, if you consider colonists moving to a new planet on a spaceship, they would most likely be limited in what they could bring with them. So Ange probably had to pull some strings to be able to get the materials to build that cabin. Or maybe it's something that the company mandates. There's got to be a recreational cabin so the crew doesn't have to go stir crazy, but everyone else Morgan's way too busy with his social media, and Tracy and Stuart just like staying at base and playing video games. So maybe Ange is the only one that comes out to the cabin, which is why she volunteers to work at the storage depot, so that she can be here more than at the main base. Anyway, so that's the story that we've built up today, and I am going to call it here, I think. Yeah, I'm going to call it here. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed that base building. So I just want to talk about some of the other shows I have that are listed over here. So Tuesdays, I've got a It Takes Tuesdays with Tamer Gar, and we're going to be playing A Way Out. And then all the stuff that Prip and I have been doing on Thursdays with Ghost of Tsushima Legends is now up on YouTube, so you can watch those there. And tomorrow we've got 8-Year-Old Squad Leader with Prip and Kid Codifier, and it's the very last 8-Year-Old Squad Leader. It's the last one. You'll find out why tomorrow. But anyways, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys had a good time. I'm gonna take our 3 viewers, and I know it's not a big viewership, but I'm gonna raid somebody. So let me just grab, or if anybody has anybody in the channel who knows that they need a raid, we'll just go send our 3 viewers that way. Otherwise, I'm just gonna quickly look here and see if there is someone we can raid. Come on, Twitch. So I'm trying to do this stuff now on my phone with my browser while I'm streaming because my computer just can't handle even a browser being open at the same time as Twitch. All right, so followed categories, that doesn't help. Where is somebody that we can watch? Where is somebody that I follow? Wow, he's got 30 viewers, but let's just add 3 to that. Oh, wait. Looking for someone who has a few less viewers that could use some. Oh, here we go. Here's someone. Give Me That Quan is up. He's playing Final Fantasy. Quan is a great guy. I'm going to raid Quan, so raid. Give Me That Quan. And I'm going to say thanks again to everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And tune in tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern, for the last episode of 8-Year-Old Squad Leader. What are we going to do? We're not going to have an 8-Year-Old Squad Leader anymore. We're going to have nothing, no one to tell us what to do. Hi, Spidey Chan. Just got back from Beers with Friends. We're actually just ending the stream, but we're going to go and we're going to raid Give Me That Quan, who's playing some Final Fantasy. And yeah, he can use the love. So let's do that. And Spidey, I'll see you next time. Enjoy, and I will see you guys soon. All right, hit on that raid. Get that ready. This is always the awkward part, waiting for that raid to spawn. And I've already said my goodbyes and realized that I probably should have gotten that ready first. All right, see y'all tomorrow.